Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about single page application. So first, what is a SPA? It's a type of web application that loads a single HTML page and updates its content without needing to reload the page. Unlike traditional applications or multi-page applications, where every user interaction sends a new request to the server and reloads the entire page. SPAs use JavaScript to update only the necessary parts of the page, making the user experience better. Some samples of SPA are Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, and Google Maps. These applications use SPA. Technologies and tools for building on SPA. Some popular frameworks are React.js, created by Facebook, Vue.js. Angular, created by Google, uses TypeScript, designed for large projects. Okay, how does an SPA work? First, initial load. When the user opens the application, the server sends a basic HTML file and the required JavaScript files. Routing management. Navigation inside the SPA is handled in the front end without making new requests for full pages from the server. Request to the server. The app makes asynchronous calls to get data, usually from the REST API or GraphQL. Dynamic rendering. JavaScript updates the DOM based on the retrieved data without reloading whole the page. Okay, now, advantages of SPAs. Smooth user experience, better performance for continuous use. After the initial load, navigation is faster because only necessary data is updated. Optimized for mobile apps, works better on mobile devices compared to MPAs, and easier front-end development. And disadvantages: higher initial load time, because the first load can be more slower. Security issues: SPAs can be more vulnerable to attacks like cross-site scripting, because they rely on JavaScript. Okay, SEO optimization. Server-side rendering. Render pages on the server before sending to the client. Static site generation. Generate static HTML files at view time. Performance improvement. Lazy loading. Load only the required resource when needed. Code splitting. Divide the code into smaller modules to reduce the initial load. Use of CDN, server static files from a content delivery network. And conclusion, SPA is a modern web architecture that improves the user experience but requires strategies to optimize SEO, security, and performance. With frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue, developing SPAs has become easier and more efficient, allowing developers to build interactive and scalable applications. And now, we are going to see an example of SPA. This application is an example of React SPA. It uses React Router to handle navigation without reloading the page and fetch API to get dynamic data from a REST API. This allows a faster user experience. This is the first file to be executed. It loads the main app.js component into the user interface. And now, here I am defining the SPA routes using React Router. It doesn't load separate HTML files, but displays different components based on the URL. Use routes and route to define the page on the app. Okay. Navbar allows you to change pages without reloading the web using link. This is what makes our app feel fast. There is a difference between link and A. A reloads the page. This is not a SPA. And link changes the page without reloading. This is a SPA. Thanks to this, the user doesn't notice interruptions when browsing. Home and About. There are simple React components that display information. React Router displays them dynamically based on the URL. Users.js. This is the most important file because it shows that this is a real SPA. Here, we use fetch to get real-time data from an external API. When the page loads, the request is made automatically and the data is displayed without reloading. React updates only the part of the screen where the user are displayed. And now that was the code that defines the structure of our application. Now let's see how it's work on the browser. This is the SPA. And now note that when switching between the pages, the URL changes but the page doesn't reload. Here, change the URL, but the page doesn't reload. This is thanks to React Router, which handles routes within the browser, without requesting new pages from the server. And finally, here we can see that only one initial request is made to load the app. When changes pages, there are no new requests to the server because React only updates the content on the screen. That was the SPA example. Thanks for watching the video.